Can I actually start? Yeah.
Where's it, tumble dryer? No, carry on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Liverpool Women's Podcast. This is episode 43. Oh, Jesus. It's all gone Pete Tong already.
Oh, bloody Nora. Have we got a dribble? I think we might need to start again.
We'll go again.
Oh, you can leave that in.
Yeah, I'm leaving it. Sorry.
Okay.
Do you want to do kick-off question, please?
My kick-off question as a
No, in your normal accent.
I'm stuck. I'm joking. I can't. Right. There we go. I'm back. I'm back in the room, people.
She's here.
My kick-off question. I keep going into it. I can't stop. My kick-off question is: what's your favourite accent in England? Bit topical.
Can I not choose my own?
You could say if you wanted to.
Depends what part of Liverpool you're from, though.
What do you mean?
Because, like, in certain areas of Liverpool, like, you're very strong. You've got, like, a very strong accent. Like, Tom's accent's stronger than mine.
No.
Well, I think so.
No.
Right. Anyway.
Mine would be... Don't like the Birmingham. No offence to anyone who watches this.
I think this is going to be very controversial for YouTube, Amy.
I quite like
You're going to offend someone, aren't you?
I quite like the Yorkshire accent.
Oh, I'm from Yorkshire.
Oh, yeah. Didn't think so. That was a terrible kick-off question. I do apologise.
I told you to get one off the Would You Rather book.
But I didn't know where the Would You Rather book was.
It was on the shelf.
There are many, many shelves.
It wasn't a shelf, it was a windowsill.
So it wasn't a shelf?
It was a windowsill behind you.
So why'd you say shelf?
Would you rather not be able to wash your armpits or not be able to brush your teeth?
That's so hard. No.
It's brush your teeth because you can just, like...
Nah, I've got a loophole. I would rather be able to wash my armpits because I can then use chewing gum.
Yeah, but if you... No, because like, you've got to brush your teeth.
I'll just use it with the chewing gum like that.
No, but like with the armpits, when you don't wash your armpits, you just like lather yourself in loads of perfume, don't you?
Yeah, but it's still like... Once if a massive layer of all the different perfumes like builds up, you can't get it off.
What has that happened to you before?
Yeah, just peel off me perfume.
Oh, that's disgusting. Anyway, let's go into the actual podcast.
I just can't.
It's officially 11 days.
Tony Tuggett!
11 days until the World Cup begins, which means it's 11 days to my birthday. Everyone put it in your calendars. Wow, okay. You're not coming on the night out then, are you?
Who else will come? Way!
I have other friends.
Okay. We should probably...
Anyway.
The agenda today, may I just point out, is very non-lengthy. Lengthy?
Well,
Lengthy.
Tom asked me to come and help him set up the studio, so I thought I'll share the agenda with Amy and she might add a few things to it. She's added 2 things. Two things.
And I quote, when I came back downstairs, Lauren said, we will wing it.
Because I wing everything.
No, you don't. You line your rings out in the morning to put them on, so that's
that's
not
not me. That's just me being, like, a bit OCD about things.
Right. 11 days. Woohoo!
Yeah.
If you haven't watched our video out on the old YouTube, you know, we got a YouTube channel and everything.
They're watching this one.
No, they could be watching it on the website.
Oh, yeah, okay. Forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, because I put it on every week. I'm joking. This podcast is just not going at all how I anticipated.
Come on, hurry up. What do you want to say?
It's coming around so fast.
You're just reading what's on there now.
And each full squad list have been listed for every country. And that has officially been released today by the FIFA.
You're just ruining this so much. You're supposed to go, like, you know, oh, it's coming around really fast, and you go into detail, like, you say something else.
But there's nothing else written down.
No. Do you know what? I'll just do it.
Okay.
11 days, we started doing the World Cup countdown on...
Got it wrong.
Yeah, we got it wrong, because we're not very good at maths.
The funny thing is, sorry, I started it and then I said to you, are you sure it's this many days? And you said, yes, I've counted it.
I double checked and it was still wrong. we counted the day it starts as like one of the days, and really it's not. Like, yeah, it was a palaver.
We would have got
anyway.
to, if we hadn't have realised, we would have got to day 1 and we'd have been on 2. So that's great.
Yeah. So it's a good job we did notice. The only reason why I noticed because another account was doing it, and when we put 16 days up, they put 15 days.
I saw that
like,
on the when it was like 21 days. No, it was 18. Sorry, and I was just like, I think they've got it wrong. We've definitely got it right. We got it wrong.
If you want to keep up with that, you can go over and follow us on Twitter.
It's all a bit of fun and
Instagram. And our Instagram's quality sometimes. Like our Instagram story today is brilliant.
Absolute fire.
Yeah, but yeah, it doesn't seem like that long ago that we were just sitting here and we were like, oh yeah, we'll do some videos for the World Cup, and now we're literally like, oh my god, we need to do some videos for the World Cup.
We actually need to do some work.
Yeah, literally. Like we had should I say, yeah, it's on Instagram, isn't it? We had Rich Lafferty in today. For some of you who might not know him, he's a women's football journalist, very well known in his field. As
highly regarded,
yeah,
as a good journalist.
Very
in
nice
the football
guy.
Industry.
Yeah, very nice guy.
If you ever want to know anything, don't ask us. Ask him, because he'll probably know and get the countdown correct.
Okay. As I was saying, he's a very nice guy, and he spoke very well. I said to you before, and I was like, he's definitely going to say something that we're just not going to have a clue about, but. I felt like I kept up.
I felt like I kept a clean sheet of knowingness.
Yeah, I knew what he was on about. There might be a few moments in the video where I'm just a bit like, I'm just looking at him.
You'll see and we go, oh yes.
And we're just like, yeah. And we're inside, I'm like, oh no, I don't remember that. But yeah, full squad lists came out today for each individual country.
You're so much better than this than I am.
Thanks.
What can I say? Carry on.
And it was interesting to see the England squad come out. Like they had like their full names, and then they had last name, and like obviously Steph Horton, because we keep saying Houghton and it's Horton, is married to Stephen Darby. So like it says like last name Darby, but like shirt name Horton.
Why isn't her shirt name Darby?
Probably just because like she was known as Steph Horton before she got married. So like she's.
Does that mean Hegerberg's not going to be named Hegerberg anymore because she just got married?
No, she's probably going to keep her because she's known as.
Imagine, I'd love a name like Hegerberg. Do you know what I mean?
But it's like when celebrities get married and like they don't change.
But yeah, Cheryl Cole changed her name about 12 times.
She's just Cheryl now, Amy.
Oh God! So it was like Cheryl Cole, Cheryl Fernandez Versini. Cheryl Tweedy and all that jazz.
Now she's just Cheryl.
Now she's just Cheryl.
Because she probably thought, oh, CBA. Like, I'll just be known as Cheryl. But yeah.
Cheryl, a one-woman show. Wow. I've got it for you there, Shezza.
And it was, you could see some of their middle names as well. I still can't get
What was Demi's?
I still can't get over Lucy Bronze's full name. It's Lucia Roberta Tough Bronze.
What's your middle name?
Rachel.
Oh yeah. Tom, what's your middle name?
Joseph.
Josephine is technically a dreamcoat. Yours is Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Beth.
Oh, the Betty.
Lizzie. I'm trying to find
Imagine if like your middle name was then actually your first name, so I'd be Elizabeth Amy Lawrence. You'd be Joseph Tom Dunn.
Well done.
You'd be Rachel.
I was actually going to be
Black.
called Rachel Lauren.
You know what? I'm so funny.
It was either Rachel Lauren.
That's such a fun game.
It was either Rachel Lauren or Lauren Rachel, and obviously they went with Lauren
You're
Rachel.
definitely like a Lauren.
Thanks. It's the name I've had for nearly 20 years now.
Oh, plug, it's your birthday in 2 weeks.
How many times have I mentioned that already?
Twice.
I'll
You
keep saying it.
self-centered
I'll keep saying
person.
it.
But yes, the squad has I think every single team's been announced now, which is exciting. I
Wish
mean,
I
it is
knew-
11 days, so like, not surprised.
I wish I knew every single team and who all their player was, like off the top of my head, but I don't.
I don't think my brain's big enough for that.
Yeah.
Did you know every time you learn something new, a new line appears on your brain? That's why we've all got so many lines.
It's not true.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
On the inside. On the outside.
Outside. What are you talking about?
What, you have like different cabinets inside your brain as well for
So
different
like
things?
names, genres, vocabulary, all that shit.
Films, books, toys.
Mine's just like football, weird thoughts. That's it. That's true story. You heard it here first.
Where'd you
We
learn
should
that?
create a segment of like science. With
No, we
Amy.
haven't got
Yeah,
time.
imagine you doing
Why?
science.
Get a pure chest tube out every week. Whee!
Where'd you learn that?
In school.
That's an absolute lie.
It's not true.
It's so true. Google it.
I will.
It can't be. It
It's so-
can't be true.
Save it for later, please.
No, I
Save
won't.
it
What
for
do you
later.
want to bet?
Lauren, I have no money.
Same.
I will bet you this agenda because my one's better than yours. Oh, that was a firm handshake.
It was left-handed as
Yeah,
well.
a bit weird that.
Yeah.
Anyways, news.
News.
Oh, I should make a jingle. for this.
No, we're not
Okay.
making jingles. We're not having a science segment of the podcast.
I feel like you're my
And do you know
mum
what?
half the time.
I gave you a Lucy Bronze segment of the podcast and you didn't keep it up.
Yeah,
I
because
can't
there
trust you, Amy.
Oh no, I feel really bad. Maybe I'll make a Tony Duggan segment now.
Oh no, you go through phases of players.
I know.
In 2 weeks it'll be Beth Mead, who you're in love with. So.
Leah Williamson's. I feel Leah Williamson brewing.
Wow. Anyway, a bit of sad news coming out of the club. When was it? Friday.
Yeah.
Obviously, Laura Coombs and Leandra Little have both left the club on the expiry of their contracts.
It's so sad.
It's so sad because we had like a little heads up about it, didn't we? And then we were texting each other and it was like, oh, who do you think it's going to be? Because obviously they didn't tell us what was going on.
I'm surprised they even trust us with this
I know.
stuff. Information.
And you text me and was like, oh, it's definitely Coombs. And I was like, it can't be. It can't. Like, it just can't be Laura Coombs.
I 100% I knew straight off that it's Coombs.
And then I was in work and Amy just texted me and like spoiled the whole thing. I was like, I was waiting for the announcement and she just texted me saying, it's Coombs and Little. I was like, okay.
I'm so sorry for trying to keep you up to date with all things
Yeah.
Liverpool FC
How
women.
dare you?
I know.
But
I'm
yeah.
not as surprised about Leandra Little as I was surprised about Laura Coombs, just because
No.
I think she knew she was coming in for a season, and I think that season was.
Well,
You've seen that happen a lot. Obviously, Rosie Cometa signed for West Ham just for one season, and it's a season to try and prove yourself and make your stance in the tide. Whereas she didn't. Rosie Cometa's obviously got let go by West Ham now. I think she came in to do a job to bring the team together and start the foundations, and I think that's potentially the reason why
I
she's
can't help but feel sorry for her.
yeah.
Like, first professional contract, and then, you know, she is a London girl, like, playing for West Ham. Like, you see all the videos that she did with her sister, and all stuff like that, and, you know, just...
Definitely thought you were talking about Leandra Little then last time. What?
No.
I was about to be like, yeah. No, I do feel
but,
sorry
like,
for Rosie.
yeah, I think she's going to be a big asset to any other team that she goes
I think
to,
she'll
though.
go back down to the Championship for a season or two,
Maybe.
and then maybe a chance will come.
Yeah.
Or even if maybe United Spurs sign her, you never know.
You never know, but on to, like, Laura Coombs and Little, I don't know what's next for them after this.
No,
Like,
I don't. I think Little will go into. Ooh, hello. You're gonna need my one then. Little will go into. I think management.
I
of
think
some
they'll,
sort.
to be honest, I think they'll both go into something different.
Imagine if Coombs went and joined United.
That didn't even cross my mind, you know?
That's just popped in my head now.
That didn't even cross my mind. But,
Or
but like,
Spurs.
thinking about it, like, obviously she played with Casey Stoney when she was here.
Played with Martha Harris, played with
Played
Katie Zellen, best
Greenwood.
mates with Katie Zellen, best mates with Greenwood.
Oh, no. I didn't even think about that. Oh, wow.
Oh.
You just say, I can't cope.
The excitement.
But, yeah. Coombs isn't that old, right, are they? She's not, like, but they're not that old. Like, Little's obviously come to the end of her
She's
football.
34 now, isn't she? Little?
Yeah, she's obviously at the end of her football career. Whether she thinks she's got, like, another year left in her, like, fair enough.
Maybe she just wanted that opportunity to play first tier football,
Yeah.
no matter how long it was going to be.
I think, to be honest, I think she was just more about having, like, an experienced figure in the dressing room rather than her playing week in, week out. Like, she was never going to play week in, week out anyway. I think that's what was sort of agreed
Well,
on.
we've said that right from the beginning.
Yeah, but I think she was just sort of that authority in the dressing room, and, like, you could always count on her type of person, do you know what I mean?
Count on me. Count on you.
Aye. But, yeah. Another signing, Abby McManus has
Are
gone.
we surprised? Does my face look surprised? No.
Yeah,
We said this in the last podcast.
Yeah, she's signed for Man United, which not surprising because she is United through and through. So it's surprising that she's
Dream
actually
come true
played
for
for Man
her.
City for 12 years. From
Well,
academy
there wasn't a
level,
Man
but-
United side.
Exactly. So if she wanted to make it, she had to grin and bear it, sort of type of thing.
How is she quite old, McManus? Or she's still quite young?
No, she's still quite young.
So she's still got a lengthy career.
Yeah,
maybe.
and I think she's
I think
gonna.
she wants to win it for United for a childhood club.
She's definitely gonna like fit right into that team as
Oh
well.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Imagine a centre back pair of Casey Stoney and Abby McManus. Imagine.
Casey Stoney.
Yeah, just if she wasn't like.
Oh,
manager
okay. I
anymore.
thought you were saying that she plays. And I was
Player
like,
manager.
she's definitely not a player manager. Yeah, that's very true actually. But do you think obviously City have said that they tied down Roebuck and Bardsley, but
Yeah.
obviously McManus go and Paris has gone as well. Like, it's surprising for a
This
club
is the
of
thing that I've said all along. I think Man City genuinely becoming a less attractive club now.
Yeah.
I don't know why, and I don't know when that switch flicked, but it has, and I genuinely I'll stick by that.
Arsenal and Man United are the most attractive clubs in the WSL.
Even Chelsea get into the semi-finals of the Champions League.
Mm.
It puts them in a good light either way.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. I just don't like Chelsea.
Okay,
But, yeah.
great.
But I do get what you mean.
They're losing their attractiveness, and I don't know whether that's because players are getting bored. Like Nikita Paris, I think bored's the wrong word.
Paris won everything she
Yeah.
could win, so she's like, well, I've been there, done it, bought a t-shirt, might as well go and try me hand somewhere else. You know
And
what I
then
mean?
you've got Ellen White, who's made the move to Man City, so
'Cause
obviously they're doing something right there. She knows they're going to win titles. So.
Yeah, exactly. Ellen White wants to win FA Cup, Continental Cup, be challenging in the top two for the league, you know what I mean? Champions League football and all that palaver. Like Ellen White's probably not going to go anywhere else now.
Potentially not. Depends how long her contract is.
To be honest, it's weird the contracts for the women's team because they only ever sign like 1 or 2 year contracts, don't they? I think it's still very unpredictable.
I definitely think you're right by saying it's either Arsenal or Man United who are the most attractive clubs, and I think that's pretty crystal clear. Arsenal have already made a few signings.
Yeah, they don't miss
Man United have already made a few signings. That Jackie Groenen, Dutch international. Great. Who's going to
She
the World Cup,
supported
isn't
United
she?
when she was younger
Oh,
as
that
well.
doesn't
Though.
surprise me. They are like, as much as it pains me to say it, they are a big club, and
Oh,
the fact
yeah.
that now they're in the first tier women's football, it's like, okay, we want to be there.
I'm so excited to see them. Like, I'm so excited to go and watch them.
Yeah.
Like when we play them, because we'll play them. Obviously, play them twice.
We
and
were
then-
saying it earlier because Sarah was in. Shout out to Sarah, other award winner. Snap.
What a girl.
We were saying like, we want to branch out and go to more games that aren't necessarily Liverpool
Yeah.
games, which
like
is
for the likes
good
of like
idea.
Man City and Man United games, it's not that. It's literally so easy to get there. Do you know what I mean?
Even Birmingham, like, I mean, it's a couple of hours
Bit
or
of a
two on
trek.
the train.
Bit of a trek, but yeah, like it's just nice to go and see. Like even if you drop down a team into some championship games, if you can get there, like it's just nice to be able to watch all women's football rather than just be like,
Get a
I
greater
support.
knowledge of it.
Yeah, like I support Liverpool. I'm only going to Liverpool games. Like Sarah was saying, she'd like come to a few of our games and we can go to a few Everton games. Like it'd just be nice just to support
Endless
all women's football.
possibilities.
Yeah,
Mm.
but Roebuck and Bardsley both signed new contracts. Not surprising. Bardsley's been there for years now. I found out the other day, because obviously she's American, isn't she? But she plays for England. But she can play through England because she's got family from Stockport, which is like near Manchester, isn't it? So like she's sort of at home at City. Do you know what I mean? It's not-
Right.
So like I just put that together, like 2 and 2 together. It might not be anything to do with it at all. But,
So you
know.
could be lying right now.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Wouldn't be
let's
the
say.
first time.
No, you liar.
But yeah, and also, excuse me, another young talent in like Ellie Roebuck, to get her down on another 2-year contract. Like she was saying, she was like, there was nowhere else she'd rather go. Which like,
That surprised me. I think she's obviously born in Sheffield. If maybe Sheffield United would have come up, could have been a move there.
yeah,
I think they've been asking for her.
yeah.
But
I think just because she's got such a good thing going on at City at the minute,
breaking into the England squad potentially next year more
Yeah,
frequently than she has done.
like Bardsley's probably got a couple of seasons left in her. If Roebuck sticks around, she's number one when Bardsley leaves. And obviously she's going to cement a place now rather than have to do it in 2 or 3 years.
To be fair, like the goalkeepers that England have at the moment are getting on a little bit. And if she's got a foot in that door now, like, why would you not stick
It
around and
shows
carry
how
on what
much,
you're
like,
doing?
Yeah, it shows how much they value her, because obviously she didn't get picked in the official squad, but she's going to France with the team.
Is she?
She
Has that been confirmed?
Yeah, she's actually going with the team as like a non-squad player. So like it shows how valued she is and how much potential they think
Just
that she can
experience
have.
as well,
Yeah,
I guess.
exactly. So obviously transfers, blah blah blah. Do you think every club in the WSL is going to be busy this summer, or do you think some clubs are going to suffer more than others?
I think top teams will be busy, and I think just an opinion that I have is that I think most clubs will be getting prepared to make some moves for some players because of the influx of money that's going to be happening.
Well, I was just about to say
They
that,
can't fall behind
yeah.
now. They can't afford to. Obviously, seeing what's happened with Yeovil, especially. If you're looking at teams like Bristol, West Ham, us, Everton, who are all down that bottom end, like, you're
Brighton.
going to need to step up the game a little
Yeah.
bit, and otherwise, unfortunately, the game will fall. The
Yeah.
game will go on without you, and
Yeah.
you'll end up falling behind.
But like we were having this chat with Rich before, and he was like, obviously clubs have more money than they let on. It's just how you spend your money, and like obviously you've just got to be a bit more wiser. Like you need to like fully search for that right player for your
Don't put
team.
all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, like don't just look at one player and be like, yeah, she can score goals, because she can only score goals on that team. She might not be able to score goals on your team with those type of players.
It's about
you
the
know what I mean?
system rather than the players, isn't it?
Exactly, and I think clubs have just got to start being wiser with their money, because otherwise, like,
You could be in some trouble.
yeah, and the game's not going to progress either. If teams like us and Everton and all down the bottom end that continue to stay where we are, then it's just going to be left to Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Birmingham to just run away with it every year. Do you know what I mean? So
You don't want that gulf between the top sides and the bottom sides,
Yeah.
and that's unfortunately what kind of felt like it this season.
yeah,
So I think with the investments that you're going to get, although they might be coming at a time that's a lot sooner than some of these teams expected,
yeah,
they need to be aware and they need to be ready for the challenge that they're going to face next season.
Exactly. Another story that I seen this morning. It was what date are we on? 27th. So it was a news story from the 21st. So it's
A couple of days ago.
a couple of days ago. But Chelsea women's manager Emma Hayes is not campaigning, because obviously she's not doing anything about it, but she's just mentioned that she'd like the women's
Outspoken.
she'd like the women's football nets to be smaller.
Right.
Now,
Did she give a reasoning behind this?
probably
But you don't have it
I
written
didn't
down.
look. She just said a quote was, "The goal is just a little bit too big."
Also, can I just say, Tom stayed very quiet over there. The fact that he said he was going to research the brain analogy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, it's not right. I just figured I'd not embellish it, but you just embellished it.
You're not taking my agenda. It's beautiful. Sorry, carry on. Emma
Yeah,
Hayes. Nets.
I can see it from her perspective, but I can also look at it as like, why are you saying that?
Yeah.
Do you
Like
know what I mean?
we've fought so long for things to be equal
Don't
within the
like-
footballing game, and now
What are you showing us?
Cool.
Oh, thanks. Okay. So
strewn half the studio across the floor.
she said that women's football should be adapted to meet the physical expectations of the players. And when we said this, I did say, well, women are like smaller and more petite. And like, how many times have you seen this season of a goalkeeper just not being anywhere near the ball? And that's not because she's a rubbish goalkeeper. It might just genuinely be because
The goal's
she's
huge.
too small. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have got to look at it. If I
Swings and roundabouts.
She said, if I took a male player and a female player and I asked them to run 10 yards, more often than not, though that's changing, the male player would get there quicker than a female player. If the same male player
Nah,
and
not
female
gonna lie. If me
player...
and Tom had a race, I would 100% beat you.
Yeah.
100% skin you across the floor. I would beat you. We're having a race.
Oh, yeah.
Sound. Down the car park.
That's going to be a great video.
Great content.
She also said, if the same male player and female player were to be in a standing position and both jump, that range for a male is going to be greater than that of a woman.
Right.
Which is
a valid
true,
point.
Because
Just leave it there.
when I remember I was doing my GCSE PE and we had to do certain tests.
Did you ever do the standing reach? So you had
Yeah.
and then
So
the standing
that-
stalk.
Yeah, so the standing reach one, where you had a bit of chalk in your hand, didn't you? And
You
you
had
had
to
to
go-
like, you had to jump
Yeah.
from a standing position and like see where you could get it.
Or like the standing still jump where you stood and then you like propel forward.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a standing long jump.
And the there was different ranges for men and women, wasn't there?
Okay.
So
I can see where she's coming from,
she is right in what she's saying. Obviously, like, you know.
and it's also I think goalkeeping is the poorest part of the women's game.
Yeah.
So maybe she's coming it from that perspective as well, where it benefits goalkeepers. But these goalkeepers train day in, day out in the same size nets.
Yeah.
So it's like.
But
okay.
also, like, how small does she want them to go?
And imagine if it's pure like.
It's like the 6x6 goals that you used to get when you were a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't know. I don't think it'll change. To be honest.
want more clarification?
Yes. Demanding.
Yeah. Well, have you got anything else?
Not really. I
Actually.
feel like my brain's just fried with World Cup stuff that I can't, for the life of me, think
Yeah,
about the WSL.
and like it was hard because I don't want to sit here every week on this podcast and do World Cup,
Because it'd
and
just
then
be a little bit of an overload.
and then do separate videos about the World Cup. That's probably going to say the same thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we can be a bit more lenient with this podcast now, and some of the topics we can discuss as well. Obviously, still cover everything women's football and what's going on with like Liverpool and stuff like that. But you know, we
But
can still
definitely
have-
watch out for our Rachel Laverty interview.
Yeah,
'cause it was
that's
good.
End of the week.
He was able to give us a perspective from someone whose full-time job is to report about
Yeah.
things, and obviously he said he's going out to the World Cup to cover all of the England
Wish
stuff.
we were
So
going.
it's nice to get a perspective from someone who's extremely knowledgeable rather than us two just chatting biff.
absolute biff. Yeah.
So yeah, it was nice to get that perspective, and I feel like I put on my like sensible hat for a little while.
Yeah. I feel like
we're.
we're completely different people when we interview.
I know
like,
people
others.
think we're dead boring when they interview
Yeah.
and then be like, oh, they're only playing on for the cameras.
Yeah.
No, I'm like this normally.
Yeah, genuinely.
But no, definitely check that out. And we just put out a video today, which is recording on Monday, by the way, of our World Cup Q&A where we answered your questions over on Twitter that you sent in the other week. So that was quite fun, actually. I enjoyed doing that. So let us know if you enjoyed watching
And
it.
if you would like to do it, us to do it again.
Yes. But defo, well, this has kind of been a short podcast and I definitely spat water out at the start, but it's okay because we're all friends here now.
This is a community.
I'm really surprised people keep coming back to watch.
It's because it's because of that.
Can someone please make that into a GIF and I can use it for stuff? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna end the podcast now.
Okay, you do that.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Remember to like the video, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all next week with another podcast. Ta-ra.